Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial of Chico Buarque's song "BANDA," which he wrote lyrics and music in 1966. I've transposed the song for you in the easiest key, I mean C, and today we don't need to use a transposition of our digital piano. However, you must always read the description of all that I propose to you on my channel to check well what is the value of the transposition key and to apply if it's necessary. Naturally, if it's at 0, symbolized by the 2 letters K and T, that there is nothing to modify. And today, for example, it is 0, and acoustic piano well tuned on the 440 will do the trick. So it's a walk, and the flow of which is not so easy, especially for those like me who babble the Brazilian. But we'll see how to proceed from the very simple with a ballad, a sort of ballad, and maybe only just need the chords. And then for those who are a little more advanced, we will play with this super Latin march. And the last word you will find in another video under the title guide to help you with a general understanding of the song. So let's go to the action. So we start by, let me give you the spirit, the idea of the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 4 time. 1, 2. So we have a C6 first. So let's have a look on the scale of C. C to C. 1, 2, I'm talking in degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, and root. Okay, the 8. So let me give you a little trick for to make the difference between the major 7 and the 7. I explain that on all my tutorials because it will be very interesting to know that for to be understanding on all the chords on my channel and on the other channels, of course, will be more interesting. So the major 7, it will be always a semitone below the root on the top. Okay, major 7 and the semitone below, you will always find the 7. The 7 is the third minor dominant, and the major 7 is the third major. Okay, so C major 7, C7. You see, you hear, it's completely different. And of course, it will be not a trick. It's work on all the tonalities on the 12. So you can immediately recognize a major 7 to a 7. Okay, so C7, C major 7. So in this case, first for the introduction, very simply, we're going to use the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th and the 6th. Okay, so C, E, G, and A for the 6. And then all I'm doing is like the bossa nova. I'm going to use for the march. It's working also too. We have the root and the 5th. And for all the chords, I'm going to use the root and the 5th when it's available, when I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the scale, the root, the fundamental position, and the 5th, and I revert the 5th. Okay, that's the G in this case. So palm 1 C, C6, G, C6 with our right hand, and G and C again. Palm, 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 palm. So very close. Pum, 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 pum. So C, pum, G, pum, C, pum, G. Now with our right hand, C, pum, pum, G. Again, C6, C, pum, G, pum, 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 pum. Okay, that's the rhythm. But in slow motion, pom pop pom pop pom. The text is the lyrics are really very hard for me because I'm not speaking as well the Brazilian, but so I do the best. So we start to sing. Estava. Let's have a look on the. We have 3 refrain and 4 verse. Let's have a look first the first refrain, because we start the song by a refrain. Estava tão na vida. G G7, scale of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, measure 7, root. You see what is important to know and to make the difference, because we're going to use not the major 7 but the 7. So root, third major, fifth major, and the 7. So we have G, B, D, and F. So again, estaba toda vida, meu amor, mi chamou. C major 7, C major 7, root third, fifth major 7. I keep the in place the fifth and the 7, and I revert the root and the third major. So we have G, B, C, and E. Okay? Again, from the start. Estaba toda una vida, meu amor me chamou. C major 7. Pra banda. A7. Scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root, yes. So root, third, fifth, 7. So you can revert the G on the bottom like this, but you can play the root again, okay? But we are playing with our left hand in the both time the A, the root. So you can just only play the 7 reverse of the 7, that the G, the third major, and the fifth if you want. But it's up to you. You decide. Same thing. You have the choice. It's an option. Okay, like this or like this. Okay. So, but you can avoid to do that. It's up to you. But of course, because that's all reverse. You see. So we have G, we have C sharp and E. So again, estaba toda una vida, e meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda passar. Second, next one, it will be a D7, scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, roots, third, fifth, 7. Okay, that's the 7. You see 1 tone below, and semitone below the major 7. You see to the root, the D. So you recognize now you understand now what it is important to make this difference, the trick, to know the trick. So D, F sharp, A, and C. But you can reverse this chord, okay? That it will be the same if you want to play here. I mean, you reverse the root on the top, the F sharp on the top, you see, and the fifth on the G, it will be exactly the same thing, like this, bam, 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 it will be exactly the same thing, bam, and again, and again, and again, okay? So you decide. Me in the guide, I have tried to make the fundamental position, because, and then you will not be lost, okay? So again, estava toda una vida, e meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa. G7 again, de amor, C major 7. Second line, a minha gente sofrida, same chords, despediu-se da dor, C major 7, pra ver a banda. A7 again, passar, D7, cantando coisas, G7, amor. So that's the first refrain. So let's have a look how we can play in time with the chord. Estava toda una vida, e meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. A minha gente sofrida, despediu-se da dor pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. Okay, that's the first one. So and now you can maybe just a between two to do that. It's an option. Estava toda una vida, estava toda una vida, e meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. A minha gente sofrida, despediu-se da dor pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. It's an option. And the other one, that's a little bit upgrade. You're going to use the bossa, the march with the bossa nova. I mean the root and the fifth, like we saw pam 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 in the introduction. I mean, like this. Estavato a Navid e mi uomo mi chamou pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. A minha gente sofre, despediu-se da dor, pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. Pam, 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 pam. Okay, so let's have a look in detail. Estavato a Navid, G, 1, 2, 3, e meu amor me chamou, C. So sometimes we didn't have time to make the balance with a fifth, like this. Estavato a Navid, meu amor me chamou. We don't have time to play the G. Amor pra ver a banda pa. We don't have the time to play the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pra ver a banda passar. We are going directly, boom, on the D7, cantando coisas, G7 and C, pom, pom, a minha, and then you sing on the rhythm. Amo cosa de amor, a minha gente sofrida. You see, on the time, sofrida, G7, despediu-se da dor, si, pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see? So again, estavato a Navid, in slow motion, estavato a Navid, e meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda e passar D7, cantando coisas de amor, sim, a minha gente. During this time we have time to play the root and the fifth. A minha amor, a minha gente sofrida. You see, G7, de despediu de, cantando de coisa de amor, a minha gente sofrida, despediu-se. Yes, we have time. G and D. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fifth. Okay, we reverse. A minha gente sofrida, despediu-se da dor. Si, pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. Si. So, and now let's have a look on the verse. Oh man, G, C, D, E. Oh man, say okay. C major 7 che contava Gineru paru G7 o falerò for the G7 for the major mode to the minor mode. The B become a B flat because you see 4 semitone above it's a third major, and 3 semitone above it will be a minor third. Okay, so from the major mode to the minor mode. Again from the start. O men sei che contava Ginerio paru G7 falerò G minor 7 che contava C7. Say very simple to go from the G minor 7 to the C7. C7 root third, fifth, 7. I keep the fifth in place and the 7, and I revert the third on the top, the E. Okay? But of course we can play the root again, but we are playing the root in 2 times with our left hand. Okay, it's not it's possible of course, but it will be more clear like this. Okay, from the start. O men sei che contava Gineru paru o farero che contava ventagem paru F major 7. Scale of F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root. So root third, fifth, major 7. F, A, C, E. From the start. O men sei che contava Gineru paru o farero che contava vantagem paru. F major 7, Anamorada, E7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root, major 7 root. So root 3rd, 5th, 7, E, A flat, B, and D. Okay. So of course you can reverse also, but in this position it will be good. Okay. Again from the start. Man sei chi contava Cineruparu, o Falero chi contava Vantagemparu, Anamorada che contava Estrelas. A7, you know this chord, no? Like this or with the root again, it's up to you. And then Paru Parave Uvririda. From the D7 major mode, that's the inversion, to the minor mode, but not, it will be not on G, and now it will be on D. From major mode to minor mode. Paru Parave Uvririda, minor mode. So root 3rd, 5th, 7. Did we see the scale of D? Maybe not. Yes, I need to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root 3rd, 5th, 7. Okay. You see, the 7 is a semitone below the major 7. The major 7, the semitone, the root, the D. Okay, it's clear. So root 3rd, 5th, 7, and the third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 semitone above. It's a major 3rd, and now it's become with the F sharp to the F. It's become a minor, a D minor 7. Again. Woman sei chi contava Cineruparu, o Falero che contava Vantagemparu, Anamorada che contava Estrelas, Paru Parafe Uvririda Passagem, Pam, 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 G, and the G at the root, Pam, Pam, at the fantasy, Pam, but you can do that, Pam, 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 Pam. That's not very hard. I have a little hand, and you see here. It's possible. Second verse, it will be exactly the same thing. It's only the word change. Moza tristi che vivia calada soliu, a rosa tristi che vivia fechada se abriu, e a menina toda se assanhou, pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Okay? So in time, in ballad, a moça triste que vivia calada soliu, a rosa triste que vivia fechada se abriu, e a menina toda se assanhou, pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Okay? And then we go back. We'll go back to the first. It will be the second refrain. It will be exactly the same word. Because it's the same of the first one. Estava toda vida e meu amor me chama. Did we see? No, we did. I beg your pardon. I forget to show you the march. Okay. A moça triste que vivida calada soliu, a rosa triste que vivia fechada se abriu, e a menina toda se assanhou, pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Wow. Okay? You see, in slow motion, of course, moça triste. Did we see? Don't remember on the first verse, maybe. Oh, so I know what I'm going to do. I do it again from the first verse. Oh, woman say you see major 7. Che contava Cineruparu, okay? Oh man, sei io che contava Cineruparu, o Falero. It's not in change for bass, major mode or minor mode. It's not his chain for bad. O farero che contava si seve vantaggi paru a namorara che contava estrelas paru para ver o da passagem. Pam. Second verse. A moça triste que vivia calada sorriu. A rosa triste que vivia fechada se abriu. A menina toda se assanhou. A E7 pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Refrain, no, ok. Estava toda na vida, vide meu amor me chamou pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. A minha gente sofrida despediu-se da dor pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So, third verse. A velho fraco se esqueceu do canção e pensou of C major 7, G7, que ainda era moço de manhã 7 pra sair. C7, noteração, F major 7 e dançou. A moça feia, E7, debruçou na janela. E7, pensando, D7, que a banda tocava de manhã 7 pra ela. G7, fourth verse. A marcha alegre se espalhou na avenida. G7 instituiu a rua cheia de manhã 7 que vivia. C7 escondida, F major 7 surgiu minha cidade. E7 toda se enfeitou. E7 pra ver a banda passar. D7 cantando coisas. G7 de amor. See? Okay? So, again in time, the third verse and the fourth verse, okay? A velho fraco. Wow. O velho fraco se esqueceu in slow motion. O velho fraco se esqueceu do canção e pensou que ainda era moço pra sair. No terraço e candançou, no e dançou. A moça feia debruçou na janela, pensando que banda tocava pra ela. Again, because I'm making maybe so wrong of I try to make the best and then I can make some mistake. Okay. O velho fraco que esqueceu do canção e pensou que ainda era moço pra sair. No terás sair. Yes, is that my mistake was C7. Sai no terração e dançou. A moça feia debruçou na janela, pensando que a banda tocava pra ela. Pá. Again. O velho fraco se esqueceu do canção e pensou que ainda era moço pra sair. No terraço e dançou. A moça feia debruçou na janela, pensando que a banda tocava pra ela. Fourth verse, no? A marcha alegre se espalhou na avenida, instituiu a lua cheia que vivia escondida, surgiu minha cidade toda se enfeitou pra ver a banda passar cantando coisa de amor. Pá! And the last, it will be a refrain, but no, it's a different refrain. It's a refrain. The word have changed. Mas para meu destino, ao que era doce acabou, todo tumulto maybe first the chord. Mas para meu desconto, o que era dos acabou. C, G7, C major 7, tudo tomou. A7, seu lugar. D7, depois que a banda. G7 passou, C major 7, e cada cal no seu canto. G7, em cada canto uma dor. And now it will be the last line. It will be the end. Depois da banda, E7 passa, D minor 7, cantando coisa, G7 de amor. Again, depois da banda, E7 passa, D minor 7, cantando coisa, G7 de amor. Depois da banda passa, cantando coisa de amor. Yes, you can play the D minor here. I mean, you can reverse. You keep the fifth and the seventh. You reverse the root and the third minor. You say A, C, D, D, and F. Voilà, that's it. So maybe now in time from to the refrain. Mas para o meu descanto, o que era dos acabou, tudo tomou seu lugar, depois que a banda passou, e cada cano cantou, em cada canto uma dor, depois da banda passar, cantando coisa de amor, depois da banda passar, cantando coisa de amor, depois da banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. Para pa para pa para la 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 da 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 pam pam. Okay, and then you can finish the song like this. Depois da banda passa, cantando coisas de amor. You can use F minor more, and you descending like this. D minor 7. Or more simply, bam 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 bam. Or simply like this. So F minor, E minor 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D minor 7. And then C7. Of course, you can bam 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 bam. There's a lot of way to finish, but the most simply it will be that bam 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 bam. Okay. Depois da banda passa, que conta coisas de amor. Okay, so I think you have a lot of tools for to make this song, because it's not very hard. I mean, there's not a lot of harmony. It's always the same. The most difficult it will be to make the march, to make the rhythm like this. Mas para meu descanto, e queridos acabou, tudo tomou seu lugar, depois que a banda passou. You see, that's the difficulty, is to make the rhythm, but just only with this time, like the march, you see, pom 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 pom. Yes, that's the idea of this song. Of course, I have tried in my private possibility to make the bossa nova, but it was too complicated. But it's too complex. So I mean that it's only for beginners, my channel, and I mean I hope you can sing and play just only with chord. You can play this song. Okay, estaba una vida en mi amor, and then you can play a ballad like this. O mio mi chamou pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor, e se a minha gente sofrer, despedo-se da dor pra ver a banda passar, cantando coisa de amor. Del homem sério que cantava dinheiro para o farero que cantava vantagem para a namorada que cantava estrelas para o ver e dava sagem. You say you can, it's a pure pleasure to do that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy like me, and I hope also too you can explore all my channel. You will maybe discovering my love for Tom Jobim, for the bossa nova, and for Michel Legrand, the king. And I've tried to make a lot of little tutorial like this, and for my personal pleasure, of course, but for the universal people, and for especially for the beginners, because it's really fantastic to sing, and but I don't play in melody. Of course, I can play in melody, but it's not interesting. I mean, it's just pure piano, and a pure piano. It would be better to read the real notes that I have under my eyes, but it's another it's another story. This is only simply like this, and it's work. That's the most important. So thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you again on my channel, and enjoy. That's the word. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you soon.